Welcome to MVWF Danger Zone. I am your host and play-by-play man, Damian Andrews. And we are hot on the heels of one of the best episodes of professional wrestling ever broadcast live. What a tremendous episode Ground Zero was last week. I am so proud of the MVWF and so far the booking prowess of the booking committee of Eddie Stank and AJ the Giant. Now, both men are, well, they're off this week. Both working backstage as far as putting the show together. So Eddie Stank will not be with me doing color commentary here tonight, and AJ the Giant will not be wrestling tonight, as he will be running the show. Now, a few news updates before we get going. That tremendous main event, well, duo main event, what can I say? I mean, there was just no denying that tag team match between Rock Holly, Ryan Crawford, and AJ the Giant and Brandon Bones. That tag team match was so good, but the word has come down that Rock Holly, the MVWF World's Heavyweight Champion, has suffered a minor injury during the match. He is cleared to wrestle upcoming next week at the pay-per-view, MVWF Firestorm. So we should be cleared by then. That being said, boy, am I on some edibles here and stumbling over my big fat lips. Moving right along. Ryan Doyle, who successfully won the Super 32 Championship to become the second champion in its history on its first championship title defense, also suffered an injury in the match. Although cleared to wrestle, there you see the new champion. A tremendous week of professional wrestling last week. This one has a lot to live up to. Let's run down the card. In our opening match tonight, Little Bitch Ass was booked against the Shadow King. Now, the League of Shadows appears to be quite on the ropes where, I mean, everything went wrong for him at Match Mania. MC Honky Lips lost the Super 32 Championship to his brother Ryan Doyle last week. The Shadow King's microphone would not work for him during when he did his attack promo on Rock Holly. And instead of, I guess, resorting to violence, he just decided to walk away in disgust. As it appeared, though, the result, all the same, was Rock Holly responding to the challenge, arguing with the Shadow King, and making it very clear that he is no longer a part of the League of Shadows. Now, out of the ashes of all of that, the Shadow King now finds himself against Little Bitch Ass, who's on a bit of a winning streak, who 2 years ago had so many victories under his belt, never even got close to sniffing a title shot, and then got attacked last year by Rock Holly and knocked out of action until very late in the season. Little Bitch Ass has had a rough ride here in Phase 2. Moving right along, the Shadow King, of course, is probably going to have some things to say. This time, hopefully, his microphone will work. And then the big, well, I guess transition match here, as you've got a couple of guys at some soft points in their career. Adrian Knight appears to be on the outs with his tag team partner, Mr. Nightmare, and he is recruited. Well, basically, it's going to be an episode of This Is Your Life, Kid Christian, because he's got Kid Christian's former tag team partner, Jimmy Controversy, and his two former stepdads, Paul Jobber and Trevor Phillips from GTA 5, accompanying him to face Kid Christian, their stepkid. Well, their former stepkid and former tag team partner concurrently. Well, he will be accompanied by his new stepdad, the guy, well, that his mom has been banging and is now married to, Ron Supreme, the man with the Terminator arm. What a scandalous turn of events. Mr. Nightmare, speaking of that asshole, will be going one-on-one against Walker. Now, these two guys, with big wins under their belt in the first two episodes of Season 3 here, looking to take that next step up in the rung of the ladder. Perhaps this might put them into title position to springboard to get that title shot. Wild card, you've got to give him all the credit in the world. Since he's come into Walker's life and his professional career here, things have really turned around for this young man who struggled at the beginning of his career. Mr. Nightmare, of course, as we just mentioned with Adrian Knight, seems to be on the outs. They have not been seen talking to each other backstage. They have not been pining for any tag team matches as a crew. What develops out of that remains to be seen. Brandon Bones apparently has some words for the MVWF fans tonight. You can see by the picture on the screen, he is not in a good mood. I wonder what controversial things he will say today. And then, bit of a rematch here tonight. Arn Patrick goes one-on-one with the enormous genitals Kevin Welch. That's right, folks. These two old-time friends who are now facing each other for the first time here in the MVWF one-on-one blasted each other last week. Kevin Welch with a giant powerbomb off the top rope onto Arn Patrick. Oh my goodness, what a move that was. But damn, Arn Patrick came back, pinned Kevin Welch in the center of the ring, and now these two have a score to settle tonight. And in our main event, for the first time in Season 3, the MVWF World's Tag Team Championship will be defended. The Jackson Boyz, the Tag Team of the Year in Season 2, the current MVWF Tag Team Champions, defending against #1 contenders Johnny Uppercut and Frankie Fisticuffs. And surprise, 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 after all of the speculation about the current relationship between Bones and the VWA, they appear to be back on the same page. And let's get this show started, folks. I am excited now. Before we went on the air, Rock Holly and Ryan Crawford were cutting a promo on each other because they are going one-on-one in a 60-minute Iron Man match for the MVWF World's Heavyweight Championship at the first pay-per-view of the year, Firestorm. And you can see these two tag team partners who were so successful last week having a hard time getting along when the championships are at stake. I'm sure they'll figure out some way here in Yokohama, Japan. The MVWF has long time you've been coming to Japan. Very intriguing match. Now on paper, the Shadow King is the heavy favorite once again, just like he destroyed Turbotron last week. But little bitch ass, you gotta give it to him. He is the upset king. He excels in situations where he is the underdog, where he has a size disadvantage, all of those things that tend to, on paper, work against an individual. He seems to find a way to turn into a strength. The Shadow King, however, has been the type of guy, he'll slip on a banana peel now and then. But goddamn, when he is in high gear, is he an absolute destructive force like we saw last week, like we saw when he fought Rock Holly last year. But again, I mean, he's lost to some big matches to like G-Man Ryan Crawford, but that's who he's lost his matches to. Nobody that you didn't think had a shot against the Shadow King has defeated him thus far. But I'll tell you what, if there's anyone who's on paper who has the resume to make the claim of that potential, little bitch ass is your man. Great booking choice here by AJ the Giant and Eddie Stank. Oh no, it's little bitch ass.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring.
There we go.
From Venice Beach, California, weighing in at 130 pounds, LBA.
And that's how you get his music right. Welcome back, little bitch ass. He's gonna have to rely on his speed tonight, his toughness, because if the Shadow King catches you,
from the pits of hell, weighing in at 420 pounds, the Witch King.
The Shadow King, such a controversial figure, absorbed several wrestlers into the League of Shadows, and including myself last year. Something I am not particularly proud of. Some hard luck cases at this point. Wonder what a Rock Holly, Ryan Crawford tag team match against these two might look like. And let's get it started right here. Right hand. Oh, man. Drop kick goes nowhere. Right hand by little bitch ass catches the kick. And look at that right there. The Shadow King actually outquicks little bitch ass. Catches the foot. And that's the thing about the Shadow King. And over 400 pounds, a giant of a man, that's for sure, is capable of so many dangerous athletic things. And look at LBA. Can't even get that kick up above his abdomen, and off the ropes he goes. Low drop kick to the side of the head, and that is the great part right there. Look at little bitch ass, proud of himself with the Shadow King on the apron. Oh man, straight right hand. Outside the ring. Counter move by the Shadow King. Referee Yamaguchi-san. He's your official this week, 2 weeks in a row. Nice move. Can't look at this. LBA stand on the move and whirly bird around the post. And now he's set up to go to the top rope. Stay out of the way, MC Honky lift. Wow! Double moonsault. What a move by LBA. And a getaway this time. It doesn't work, and man, LBA is hurt. Oh man, and look at that right there by the Shadow King. And now he's got him upside down. Stomp to the midsection in the Tree of Woe. And man, LBA made a huge mistake right there, going to the well too many times. But perhaps he felt like he had so much momentum, and now look at the power of the Shadow King, and this is what he needs to do to beat down his much smaller opponent. Yamaguchi-san getting a bit of a bank shot right there, and a nice spinning arm breaker by, whoop. What is the Shadow King trying to do here against LBA? Face first into the top turnbuckle. Now, again, back on track. The Shadow King bashing his face into the top turnbuckle. Corner again, and that backflip kick, clothesline backed into the corner, fired across the ring, and another backflip kick is now the Shadow King looks like he's just showing off. And moonsault off the second rope, and man, that's a lot of man to be coming down on such a small man. Goes to the cover, forces the face down, and LBA kicks out. He is a tough little bastard, that's for sure. For such a little bitch ass. Oh, and from way up high. You've got to know that the Shadow King has so much on his mind, like dropping him in the sit-out powerbomb. And now Shadow King going to the top rope. Elbow drop to the small of the back. And man, he hurt himself doing that one. Kick to the ribs. Oh, forearm shot. So many of the matches here tonight are guys jockeying for position to get their way on to the pay-per-view on Firestorm. Oh, look at this. And this is what LBA needs to do. He needs to turn up the heat and step on the gas. Oh, I don't know if that's going to get it done. Yamaguchi-san, though, a little out of position. And now he's poised, bitch-ass driver. Oh, my God! And here comes Honky Lips. He's up on the apron. 1, 2, and man, LBA almost with a huge upset here in Yokohama. Man, he can't believe it, man. The Shadow King came down hard on his head and took too long to follow up, and he recovered. But Shadow King showing a little respect for LBA there, backing off, not charging right in. Made no difference, caught him in the DDT. Forearm shot, knocks him loose again for roughly the third time in this match, and now the Shadow King really needs to assert himself, and what better way to do it with a jumping tombstone? Dropped him right on his head after those 2 forearm shots. LBA has got to be out cold. 1, 2, 3, and it's over. The Shadow King wins in big-time fashion. Well, LBA gave it his best shot, but when you got a big guy like that coming down on you, that moonsault might have been the turning point right there, because LBA really had to push himself to get that mobility going. And blam, those hard headshots were all preamble for that tombstone pile driver. Look at that. But yeah, he's pushing himself right there, because he barely got anything on it. 1 count here. 2 count? Look at this. The bitch-ass driver caught him underneath. Oh, wait a minute. Here comes Doyle. Doyle inside the ring, and he knocks down Yamaguchi-san. And here comes Honky Lips, the man he just took the Super 32 Championship from. Boom, clotheslined over the top rope. Look out behind you, though. It's Honky Lips. Nope. Pat trying and failing to stop Ryan Doyle. There goes little bitch ass. Big elbow smash off the top of the head. Oh, but Shadow King throwing rights and lefts. Big left by Ryan Doyle. Clotheslines him right into the LED board. Oh, hard right hand. And now the League of Shadows looking like they're going to swarm. Oh, no, going to choke him out. And there's Honky Lips from behind. And they're continuing to fight here, but we got to get some control. Whoa! I don't know what the fuck to say about that right there. That was pretty funny. All right, the Shadow King's going to have some things to say. He's got the microphone. All right, come on, get those guys out of here. Doyle being separated, Honky Lips being separated, being escorted to the back. He's challenging Doyle for the title.
Because I am the Shadow King now.
The Shadow King is absolutely insane. Well, we've got ourselves a hell of a match here now. Adrian Knight against Kid Christian. I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to that Super 32 Championship match at Firestorm. Should it be booked? And ring the bell. Adrian Knight with a lot to make up for. Kid Christian actually got himself a title shot during Season 2, which is better than Adrian Knight can say. Of course, he won that unique opportunity. And not only did he try to steal the MVWF championship from He-Man Ryan Crawford, but he also tried to steal the main event of Match Mania. And now here he is, basically in a lumberjack match. You know, This Is Your Life segment with his two former stepdads and his former tag team partner at ringside. But fortunately for him, MVWF legend and current stepdad, Ron Supreme, is at ringside. The knee lift into the neck breaker. Into the corner, spins around. Nobody home, clotheslines him right down. And Adrian Knight, well, exchanging words with Ron Supreme. Oh, took his eye off the ball. Kid Christian with a side Russian leg sweep. "60-minute Iron Man match is the main event next week at the pay-per-view for the MVWF World's Heavyweight Championship. The ultimate match between Rock Holly and He-Man Ryan Crawford. What a rivalry this has been. What a tag team match they had last week. Oh, and Kid Christian kicking dirt on Adrian Knight. Kid Christian got an attitude problem, that's for goddamn sure. Oh, caught him by the top knot and just takes him down. Cheap shot, shortcut by Adrian Knight. Enough running forearm smashes. Kid Christian seems to have all that babyface fire, but instead decides to be an asshole. And what's he going for here? Big DDT. Perhaps he wants to be He-Man Ryan Crawford's tag team partner in the big tag team tournament. And a 1 count surprises Kid Christian, as now he's looking to Ron Supreme for some advice. Standing vertical suplex. Show of strength by Kid Christian, who's on occasion showed some very good feats of strength. And look at that moonsault. Connects. 1, 2. And Adrian Knight barely gets the shoulder up. So many distractions for AK at the moment. Being on the outs with his tag team partner, Mr. Nightmare, and Kid Christian looking to exploit it. Big Alabama Jam. No water in the pool. Oh, man, and combo. Ron Supreme there to support his stepson. And now for the second, oh yeah, look at that, don't put your hands on him, he'll get disqualified. And that amount of distraction was enough to give Kid Christian a chance to recover. And again, that spinning splash in the corner comes up short, and there's the super kick. And again, Ron Supreme is there to run interference. Yamaguchi-san's got to get this one under control. And Adrian Knight is wondering what he has to do to get this to happen. To get back into the win column. Chops to the chest. Nothing on him. Oh, and a big knee strike in the corner. Bit of a part suplex, part angle slam. Oh, but Kid Christian caught the leg. Nicely done defensive move. And now he's going. That was not a smart, well, not a bad move. But, well, the size advantage of Adrian Knight helping him out right there. Perhaps leading to the misjudgment of Kid Christian of his ring positioning. And there's that combo again. And it's over. Adrian Knight victorious.
Yum, yum, yum.
Look at this moonsault right there. That was the shit. Kind of surprised he didn't get it there, but Adrian Knight returns to the win column here. Gotta wonder how much of that This Is Your Life segment out there outside the ring distracted Kid Christian. Give him credit, though. He was on the offense for most of the match. Adrian Knight came from behind here. And it certainly wasn't for Ron Supreme's lack of trying. And Adrian Knight has completely turned on this MVWF crowd. All the dastardly things that he and his tag team partner pulled last year against the Jackson Boyz. Boy, what a tag team feud that was. Interesting match here on paper. Mr. Nightmare versus Walker. Two guys kind of meeting in the middle here with individual victories in Season 3. Mr. Nightmare, of course, defeated the Destroyer, Nick Jackson, in a TLC match 2 weeks ago on MVWF Danger Zone. And Walker, well, last week he defeated Adrian Knight, Mr. Nightmare's tag team partner. Wonder where Mr. Nightmare really stands with AK right now, because, they've never officially broken up, but all the rumors swirling around about the dissolution of this tag team the writing just seems to be on the wall since they failed to win the feud and the MVWF Tag Team Championship from the Jackson Boyz. And make no mistake about it, Mr. Nightmare is a absolutely dynamic wrestler, where Walker is just more of a blunt force tool. Mr. Nightmare is a sword. Walker is a club, a baseball bat. Oh, caught him right there, and that's where the broad shoulders of Walker serve him well to catch Mr. Nightmare, but look at that, shin strike, right into the chin. Walker's showing he's got a jaw. When you attack the mustache, he is immune. Oh, man, too much power right there. And the finesse of Mr. Nightmare outschools Walker. Oh, and a reverse elbow smash knocks him down, followed up by a knee drop. And another knee drop. All right, so Mr. Nightmare realizes he's got a jaw. Now he's going to test it. Don't get distracted by Wild Card. We've already seen enough distractions tonight. Powerful move in the corner. Kind of a glancing kick right there, but an up kick from Mr. Nightmare gets him free, and another shin strike. Whoa, not even a one count this time. Walker determined to prove to Mr. Nightmare about his jaw, and there's a camel clutch. But Walker just too goddamn big to hold on to. Angel's wings. Big pile driver move from Walker, and Mr. Nightmare, though, known for his stamina. He's been through some long battles in the MVWF, and these guys have a half-hour time limit to get it done. And there it is, the tornado armbar. Uppercut, nicely done. Staggered him into the top rope right there. Mr. Nightmare holding on for dear life as he would have totally gone down. And now here's Walker's. Ooh, man, the 357. Because he is an army man that shoots guns. Suplex. I mean, Mr. Nightmare, no small man, but that's a big boy to be thrown around with very narrow legs. But as they say in wrestling, it's an upper body business. And Walker has totally embraced that scenario. Nightmare pulling himself up on the top rope. vulnerable to the right hand. Sends him sprawling to the floor. And Walker, oh, I thought maybe he was going to take a risk right there, but instead, he's just going to taunt his opponent. Yamaguchi-san with a 3 count. Outside the ring, 20 counts. In the MVWF, that is when we decide to enforce the rules. That's right, we have a show called Put Up or Shut Up coming up in a couple of months. Stay tuned. Up in the air, and that was a power move to do to such a big man. That's actually one of the moves that Walker did to Adrian Knight last week, and exactly again, perhaps sending a message to Walker, and a 3rd time, and he decides to top him. Oh, maybe for a 4th time? Just, oh, down on his midsection. Walker needs to defend himself. Oh, bring it on. Look at a punch-drunk back fist. Keeps his feet, though. All right, so let's stop questioning his jaw. Up on the top rope. Oh, right hand, and Mr. Nightmare going for that move he's known for. The suplex off the top rope to the floor. Boom! It splatters him all over the ringside area. And this crowd on their feet for that shit. Off the ropes. Powerful Walker. Oh! Payback is a motherfucker. Way up the ropes. Oh, man, they collide. Walker a little late for what he was going for. And Mr. Nightmare took advantage with a series of strikes. Tag Team Championship on the line in our main event tonight. Boom! Power bomb. And another power bomb. And another power bomb. Mr. Nightmare laid flat, and now Walker maybe setting up for the Patriot Missile, but he steps up too quickly, and Walker makes a rookie mistake. Still very early in his career, has not completed an entire season of action, of competition, and now he is tasting the turnbuckle, and it doesn't taste good. Behind, oh, the nimbleness and agility of Mr. Nightmare. One-upping Walker, as Walker looks like he's struggling out there. Adrian Knight and Mr. Nightmare didn't always win their big matches last year, but boy, they showed themselves to be resourceful. And there's another super kick. 1, 2, and Walker lays down for 3. Wow, Walker really lost control of this one. And that might have been the difference maker. A nice close-up look at Walker being splattered all over the ringside area. And Mr. Nightmare and Adrian Knight look to be poised with big victories tonight. Congratulations, Mr. Nightmare. Well, that guy doesn't like it. He is indeed the unseen danger, and Wildcard is upset. The first flaw in his game, and Mr. Nightmare letting him know all about it. All right, we've got some words coming up from Brandon Bones, the preeminent manager in the MVWF. the owner of the MVWF, took a seriously hard loss last week when his charge, AJ the Giant, tapped out to the MVWF World's Heavyweight Champions Figure 4 from Rock Holly. Had to have been a very, very disappointing, well, situation for him. But what can you do?
You too. No, you listen to me, because I am taking back not just over the MVWF, but my own faction within it. The BWA, Johnny Uppercut, Frankie Fisticuffs, you have contracts with me. I am your manager, and I will be at ringside tonight for your World Tag Team title match against the Jackson Boyz. And if you don't win the tag team titles, your fucking bitch asses are fired. And then when I look around, the newest addition to the Brandon Bones Brigade, the real BWA. Last week, AJ the Giant tapped out to Rock Holly's Figure 4. Let me make myself perfectly clear. AJ the Giant is scheduled to face MC Hockey Lips at the Firestorm pay-per-view. No, you suck. No, you suck. You suck. And I will be at ringside for that match as well. And I guarantee it that AJ the Giant, if you're listening, Booker Man, is going to win that match and get himself a championship match against whoever wins the 60-minute Iron Man match at Firestorm between Rock Holly and Ryan Crawford. And that is my goddamn guarantee. Kiss my ass. Oh, you're the assholes. Fuck off.
Well, how about that, folks? Brandon Bones laying down the law to the MVWF and everyone in it. And we got to move on. Grudge match here. Semi-main event, Arn Patrick against Kevin Welch. Last week, Arn Patrick won the four-way match, pinning Kevin Welch. He gets Bones down by, oh yeah, all right, knock it off. All right, don't throw that fan out. He didn't do anything wrong. All right, and they are inside the ring now. Crawford versus Arn Patrick, and Arn Patrick, the fighter, not a finesse guy. Oh, look at Kevin Welch, though. Neither is he. These two guys so similar in their roughhouse experimental style. I mean, a little bit of power move, a little bit of recklessness. Hard hitters. Oh, man, and Arn Patrick standing right up to him. Oh, just drives him down with the bulldog. There's Kevin Welch, the drummer for the King's Petition. Former MVWF World Heavyweight Champion. Won the belt and immediately lost it. Now this match being held under old school MVWF rules, which means falls count anywhere, no disqualifications. And another bulldog from Arn Patrick. Just hammering him in the face. Off the ropes he goes. Oh man, and Arn Patrick, not a finesse guy, gonna take a big risk up on the top rope, and drop kick comes up short. And what is going on here? As here comes Brandon Bones again. What is he's got? He's grabbed the sledgehammer. Kevin, look out! Oh, and he punches him right in the balls with it. Oh, and stabs him in the ass. And Arn Patrick. Absolutely surprised here. And Brandon Bones in a twist of fate here. Oh, and Kevin, even though he got punched in the balls with a sledgehammer, his enormous genitals have weathered the storm. Oh, oh! Hurricane Rana! Right on the sledgehammer! Into the corner. Big boot! Knocks him silly as this match has exploded. Arn Patrick now trying to control his man. He's been given a big leg up by a guy who he cleaned his clock at Match Mania during the match with Punk. Starting an association with Punk, apparently, that is going to lead to them being tag team partners in the big tag team tournament coming up this year. Oh, and Kevin Cowabunga, but eats a backbreaker instead. Another chaotic episode of the MVWF. As Arn Patrick has been all over Kevin Welch the entire match. Oh, and a long 2 count from Yamaguchi-san. But Kevin stays alive. And Arn Patrick trying to slow him down, keep him under control. Oh man, and there's that cravat driver. 1, 2, no! And again, Kevin Welch holding on. Plenty of old scores having to be settled here as Brandon Bones reviving. Oh, the big spinning clothesline. Kevin had it scouted, and now some forearm shots. 3 of them connect and just dumps him over the top rope. And now Kevin off the rope. Oh! What a move by Kevin Welch! And he doesn't get the victory off of that. Are you kidding me? What a fantastically dangerous move from a guy who was punched in the balls with a sledgehammer on his enormous genitals. Look at him, he looks like he's got a boner in his pants. Oh, and that had to hurt the shins. Uppercut, sidestepped. Oh, front face DDT. Arn Patrick pulling no punches. Kevin looking to avenge that loss in the four-way last week. Arn Patrick doing what he does best. Hitting hard. Got him up on his shoulders. Oh, and again, clothesline to the top rope. And well, there was something kind of thoughtful, as now he's trying to pick him apart piece by piece. 2, and Kevin kicks out again. Oh, pointed elbow drop. And a stomp. As Arn just wearing away at him now. Oh, and Kevin getting tired of that. Nice arm drag, defensive move. Starting to fire up. Into the corner. Clothesline to the back of the neck, and he comes down to the back of the neck on the handle of the sledgehammer. And what is Kevin Welch doing? He's tying him up in a knot. And here comes the boom! Kicked him right in the asshole. And now Kevin going to the top rope. High risk move. Superfly, and comes down with the headbutt. 1, 2, and Arn Patrick gets the right shoulder up and turns over. And now paying him back with the knee to the spine and the chin lock. Kevin Welch remembers being in the move and how much it hurt. Oh, but what's this? DDT! Kevin starting to put it together here. Can he put Arn Patrick away and make this comeback? Oh, yes. He's setting up. He's setting up for it, folks. Springboard uppercut gets swatted out of the sky. Oh, cravat driver comes up short again and pays him back with the front face DDT. Just barely missing that sledgehammer. Oh, he's going for it again. Kevin, once he gets this in his mind, he's got the blinders on top rope. Boom! Right onto the chin. Pin that man. Come back to win it. 1, 2, 3. Kevin Welch wins. Man, I would like to see this match again. Look at that top rope headbutt connected. Kevin had it. But Arn Patrick showing his toughness, just got the right shoulder up. Blocked the move right there. And
Here's your winner, Big Ham Kevin Welch.
And that's right, when he's victorious, here come the hoes. Congratulations, man. You're a winner. And it's now time for our main event. First Tag Team Championship title defense of Season 3. The defending Tag Team Champions, the Jackson Boyz. Well, they got their hands full tonight with the perennial MVWF Tag Team, the VWA, Johnny Uppercut and Frankie Fisticuffs, and Brandon Bones laying down the law here tonight with Uppercut and Fisticuffs. He's going to be their manager again. And after that tremendous match in the Super 32 tournament between Frankie Fisticuffs and Brandon Bones, where he just beat the shit out of him, I am surprised, but it doesn't sound like this. There's been a reconciliation here. It sounds like Bones is flexing some contractual muscle that he's got over the VWA, because he said tonight, if the VWA does not win the MVWF World Tag Team Championship, they are fired, and now the stakes are high for both of these teams. Anytime now. There we go. Come on, come on. Let's do it. Tag team titles on the line. Reunited, and it feels so good. Oh, I don't know. The VWA seems like they are happier than a pig in shit. Perhaps this is what they wanted all along. Come, folks! The World Tag Team Champions! The Tag Team of the Year! The Jackson Boyz!
They killed my entire family, murdered and tortured, raped and pillaged. I was only 5 and I was the only surviving witness. My entire village burned to the ground. He wore a serpent in his crown. Happily committed murder with a frown. An army of black put in fire. The skull genitals and a sorcerer that can cast spells and change the genitals. Held me in slavery till I turned 18. Killed my slave master 5 years later, became king. And I slain dragons in 8 states during famine. Had the seeds of war planted in a dirty tavern. Had the seeds of
what a war they had last year with the Kingdom of Nightmares.
Death on the floor of a dirty bathroom.
But they earned every accolade they got last year.
While a proud child remembers his father that died, the cycle continues with vengeance alive in his mind.
They are the Good Brothers.
An angel before third of the stars fell, passed with the stone from Satan into the pit of hell. Our beloved leader forced to be a bottom feeder, the great deceiver, the promised victory over the monkey lovers who took a vote to his structure, betrayed and fell upon him. We ripped his skin off and crowned a new son of the morning, a new president to lead our corporation. The vengeance on God and heaven's domination, but I seduce the daughters of men and make them deaf.
Tag Team Championship on the line.
Johnny Unpredictable, Frankie Freakzilla Fingers on the way to the ring. At a combined
apparently the announcer chick is on acid.
45-pound Johnny Unpredictable and Frankie Freakzilla Fingers. The Republic. Johnny Unpredictable, Frankie Freakzilla Fingers, and their opponents.
Yeah, you did it, bitch.
At a combined weight of 416 pounds, they are the world's the Destroyer, Nick Jackson, and Kyle Jackson, the lead.
The Jackson Boyz, Kyle Empire and Nick the Destroyer Jackson. And they surrender the tag team titles to Yamaguchi-san here in Yokohama. This crowd, capacity crowd, ready for the tag titles to be defended. The VWA starting off with a backbreaker. Uppercut from a guy named Uppercut. Oh, nice counter move, the Destroyer. Reverse into the DDT. And now Nick Jackson going to try and take that uppercut away. 60-minute time limit. So much at stake here. Bones at ringside really laid the law down to the VWA. The Gym Rats, uppercut, fisticuffs. When they came back during the Super 32 tournament, they both, well, everyone said they were out of shape. But here they are, 4-2 on their record since coming back as a tag team. And now the Jackson Boyz setting up a double team, 3D! But uppercut. We all know he has an iron chin. Oh man, this is a match I'd like to see one day. One-on-one, Kyle Empire against Johnny Uppercut. Oh man, he gives him a backbreaker right back to you with a receipt on top. Oh, man. Kyle Empire laying the stomps down. Every impact of those strikes limits mobility, does damage. Gets one closer to losing and gets one closer to winning. And Kyle Empire is just the type of guy with pinpoint accuracy, being that he is the starting pitcher for the Boston Baked Beans, knows right where to place the ball. Right near the plate. Right across the bridge of the nose. The employer of the fastball punch. And now the first tag from the VWA for Frankie Fisticuffs. Had that stellar one-on-one match with Brandon Bones. Oh, what's he doing here? Tying Kyle Empire up, going to try and take away his punching ability that he relies on so heavily. Oh, and a big kick from the big Bohunk Italian from New Jersey. Kyle Empire now again back to the pinpoint striking. Maybe he's looking for the tag, and here comes the Destroyer. Returning to the match, this new darker persona helped him have an excellent match against Mr. Nightmare 2 weeks ago in that TLC match, but he came up short. Still one half of the World Tag Team Champions, and now a successful title defense here. Oh man, look at the slaps! As no one in the MVWF locker room has any respect for the Destroyer, Nick Jackson. What can you say? I mean, he still has that black mark on his record when he lost to local talent. The only person to lose to local talent, one-on-one. And now, double team move, forearm strike. Seesawed over the knees, and the springboard splash connects. Don't get too close to uppercut. The Jackson Boyz tag team continuity is a thing they generally seem to keep in their back pocket until they decide to unleash the Jacksonian. Oh, elbow strike, got him free. Clothesline, no! Blocked with a clothesline on the top rope. Oh, what's this? Rocket launcher! High cross body right across Frankie Fisticuff's two double team moves in a row. And it still does nothing to get Nick Jackson ahead on points here. Oh, well, smart enough not to get caught in the corner. And that is something that when the VWA gets their clutches into you, they will grind you up into hamburger. Tag to uppercut. And now the VWA with some double team moves in their future. Oh, look at that. They are not above picking an opponent apart, taking away his wheels. Tag team title match, main event here on MVWF Danger Zones here in Season 3. And next week will be the big pay-per-view Firestorm, headlined by Rock Holly, defending the MVWF World's Heavyweight Championship in a 16-minute Iron Man match against He-Man Ryan Crawford. Oh, man. Look at that. Back suplex right there. Oh, did he make the tag? The referee is calling that he didn't. But a reverse DDT might make that happen. Don't get frustrated, Nick. Oh, look at that powerful chop and a drop kick as he's putting it together now. Oh, clothesline. Powered uppercut down. He wasn't getting distracted, he was getting focused. Oh, but took his eye off the ball, and now uppercut, though. Those superior wrestling grappling skills overwhelming the Destroyer. The VWA with their careers on the line in the MVWF. And now Nick Jackson talking too much trash to uppercut, gave him an opening. I'm having a hard time reading Nick's emotional state at the moment, but it's not going to matter in a second when uppercut, half Nelson suplex off the top, boom, and the Destroyer gets destroyed. Oh, leg drop. And this is what uppercut likes to do. He likes to do things in pairs and in triplets. He never wants to hit the move just once. Oh no, but here it is. The Jacksons go into the well. Jacksonian! Will that be it? Here comes Fisticuffs. And he doesn't even allow a 1 count. Oh, hard shot for Kyle Empire, but look out from behind. Nick Jackson sends Fisticuffs into his own corner. All right. Bit of a pacifist move right there by a guy named the Destroyer, but whatever. Don't you get involved, Brandon Bones. Oh, what is uppercut looking to do here with Kyle Empire? Oh, drives the knees to the midsection. He's trying to cause an injury is what he's trying to do. And goes for the cover. 1 count, and Kyle Empire, he looks to be in phenomenal shape. I mean, he is just ripped this year. Oh, ducks underneath. Shoulder block. Shoulder block again. Uppercut. Power bomb. Oh, but Kyle Empire standing up to him. Reverses him into the corner. Oh, the right hand gets blocked. Uppercut does not want to get hit with that pitching hand. So he's like, fine, let's fight in the corner. Kyle Empire. Moonsault. Perhaps he's looking for a match with the Shadow King. Up on the shoulders. Oh, rolling Death Valley driver right into the cover. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, and no! Uppercut. Just kicks out in time. And no matter, it's time for the fastball punch. Boom! And uppercuts busted open. Cover that man. Dragging him over into his own corner. Kyle Empire may be taking too long here. 1, and Frankie Fisticuffs gets in before there's a 2. Oh, and he gets decked for his efforts. Bones throws a chair into the ring. Oh man, that is a huge gash on the hairline of Johnny Uppercut, and he fires off with an uppercut. Oh, might be setting up on that chair. DDT onto the bloody face of Uppercut. Oh, big sledgehammer shot, a chop to the face. Got going for the chair again. Couldn't get it. Kyle avoided it for a second time. And now cuts him off into his own corner. Makes the tag. Jackson Boyz double team. Elbow drop. Drags him across the chair. Gonna pin him on it. With his feet on the ropes. 1, 2. Oh, uppercut. Just made the escape. Fisticuffs may have pulled on the second rope right there and given Uppercut the opening he needed to get free. And Uppercut again. Oh, and that time he got caught on the chair. And he makes the tag to Fisticuffs. Boom! But did you see that knee? And the referee thankfully got rid of that chair. And now Nick Jackson is bleeding. Leaving blood on another continent in a different country, all over the world, the MVWF goes. It brings everything and leaves it there. Up in the air. Oh, brain buster for the big man. Big splash. The Jackson Boyz unleashing the fury. Here at the 13-minute mark. 1, 2. Oh, but that's a big man. He can absorb a lot of punishment. Because, hey, I mean, as much as he beat Brandon Bones up during the tournament, Brandon Bones hit him pretty fucking hard, too. And now he's going. Oh, to drop the hips. He might be setting up for the bar stool. That big high-end Boston Crab he likes to use. Oh, and there's the fastball punch right across the mustache. And instead of going for the cover, the Jackson Boyz make the tag. Perhaps he's trying to send a lesson. Oh, man, lung blower. The big man said go sprawling, and a 1 count again as Fisticuffs seems to be invulnerable. Headbutt right to the bloody face of Nick Jackson. Oh, and here, come on! Did you see that? German suplex into the turnbuckle on the bottom rope. Nice DDT with a nip up. Nick showing he's okay. Goes for the cover. Yamaguchi-san a little slow on the count. 1, 2, count again. And the hairy back of Franklin Delano Fisticuffs. Just gonna leave it at that. Big tag now. And the Jackson setting up for now Fisticuffs to receive the Jacksonian splash leg drop combo. Cover that man. Uppercut, not paying attention. 1, 2. They got him. The Jackson Boyz are still your tag team champions. Look at this move right there. Nick Jackson taking his lumps. Look at this. This is the Jacksonian the first time. Both guys got a taste of it. And it looks to me like the VWA is going to get fired by Brandon Bones. And still, World Tag Team Champions, the Jackson Boyz. Their tag team continuity was DEFCON 1 tonight. Congratulations to the Boyz, the best tag team in professional wrestling. Oh, man, it looks like the VWA is already cleared out. Oh, man, I'm hearing backstage Brandon Bones is cussing them out. Oh, man, it's chaos back there. I'm hearing it in my headpiece. All right, folks, well, we got to go. We will see you next week for MVWF Firestorm. 60-minute Iron Man match for the MVWF World's Heavyweight Championship. The rematch, Rock Holly, Gaiman, Ryan Crawford. It doesn't get any bigger than this. Next week, MC Honky Lips, the revenge match against AJ the Giant. That and so much more. The Shadow King against Ryan Doyle for the Super 32 Championship. Man, what an event that's going to be. More matches to be announced. We will see you next time, folks. I am Damian Andrews. Good night.